Welcome back, everybody. We're playing more Dream Daddy. In case you just wondered what the hell happened there, I don't know if Jared picked up, but he was talking about his only words he knows in French.
Cheese omelet.
His cheese omelet.
That I know what they mean. Like, I know, like, you know, Mademoiselle, Mon Chéri, all that good stuff.
Okay. Anyway, when we last left off, we were at a party, and we were meeting somebody we might potentially break up a marriage with if we proceed to date him. But I don't think we're going to, because Jared did some digging.
Yeah, I did.
And he advised me not to go down this road.
I mean, I would be totally down just because it sounds really fun. But...
We might do a separate loadout and see what happens afterwards. But we'll go. We're not going to break up a marriage this time around. So
we found out Joseph's wife is a slut. And
well, to be fair, she was hanging around the bar at like 2 a.m. So Joseph takes a moment to regain his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor Jean and his daughter Amanda. I shake your hands, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now, where there aren't poor, disgusting people. Mary leaves. Oh, God, this is awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ah, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. Please, you two, enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. Jean, have you met Brian yet? Oh! Hey, Brian, come over here for a second. A man in a loud Hawaiian shirt jogs up next to me. Hiya! Brian, this is John. He just moved into the neighborhood. Hello. Well, pleased to meet you. Put her there! Brian pulls me into a handshake, engulfing my hand in a vice-like grip.
Can you say, fair?
I let out a small squeak as my hand bones ground into dust. Not much of a handshake guy, huh? Guess I'm more of a hugger. Which house did you move into? The ranch-style one in the cul-de-sac. Oh, the one that's just like mine, but smaller.
Oh, shit.
That kind of hurts. Is he trying to one-up me? My instinctive dad competitiveness kicks into gear. It's leaner, smaller houses are safe, or I'm happy there. I would say smaller houses are safer just because I am a bigger guy and I don't want to go the low road and do a fat guy joke at him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. If there were, say, a tornado, a small house is lower to the ground. A tornado in Maple Bay. Never hurts to be prepared for tornadoes. Oh, let me introduce you to my daughter. A kid peeks in behind Brian. This is Daisy. Hello.
I like to call her Mini-Me.
What grade are you in? 5th grade. We're actually trying to get her to skip 6th grade. Not to brag, but she's pretty smart. Not to brag. That's exactly what bragging is. Amanda's smart too. Thanks, Dad. Well, I'll be around the party if you feel like saying hey later. You got it.
No, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, that guy's an asshole. He looked nice and friendly, but fuck him.
Yeah.
Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I picked some deviled eggs. Why would it? I hate deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to do pleasantries. Dad. Oh, they're gonna talk about the weather. Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies with my new dad. Bye. We're gonna go live in the house and we're gonna kick you all out. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't it the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here. There's the guy who kept trying to one-up me. Isn't that the guy who is throwing a fit dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Oh, yeah, I know Craig. But wait a sec. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Alright, what do we do? Robert and Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Joseph, and Damien. Or do we want to do Burger Time? If we actually get to play Burger Time, I'm gonna be impressed.
It's up to you, man. I was thinking the middle one since there's 3 of them.
Alright. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. This was you.
Well, I don't think it's fair to try to compare 2 of the movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place, and to try to make something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context of which a work of art is created. Damn!
Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking, so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. These fucking nerds have just been rattling on, and I just cannot fucking stop them.
You want to talk to Craig? I'm not reading that much bullshit again.
Alright, let's talk to Craig a bit. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How did resistance training go the other day? Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Fist bump! Craig grabs River's arm and waves them around. They're like floppy spaghetti noodles. You don't have any resistance, do you, little shit? You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. Must be a handful at that age. God, I have no idea. I can palm this baby, but still, there's a huge weight to her. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. I can get so many reps in with this little thing. Craig gives River's arm a wave again, waves him around. Off though, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? Where are we at in this?
Almost done.
Almost done. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal for Amanda was to live the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad.
John, how are you liking the neighborhood?
It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girls I don't recognize jog over to us. Or the girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
What is it, sweetheart?
It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute at it.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. You're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. You still look like a total drag in society, though.
Hey, John, this is my daughter.
Hello. I'm Carmencita.
Jesus Christ, what a name.
Really? Carmencita is that big a name for you? I've got some people to introduce you to. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends.
Oh, not the one-upper girl.
Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you recognize the cool barista from the coffee shop, and my old college friend, and, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize you were a neighbor.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Ha ha ha! Great, thank you. I'm not turning that in ever. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns from me. I'm very proud.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Whoa.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Manchego.
Ernest, earning him away, Hemingway. Yeah, are you smoking?
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. No. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag on his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter.
Unbelievable. Excuse me.
Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Man, I do not envy Hugo.
God, don't put yourself out with the voices you're doing here, man.
I don't know how to do these guys' voices. I'm not
Just
singing in my
fucking do something else. God, get creative, damn you.
head. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's.
Jesus.
Nearly burned down half the yard, man.
And the barbecue we had before that, it actually burned down half the yard. It was fucking monster, bro.
And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too.
It was fucking hilarious. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Sorry about that, everybody. Had to make sure my timer was running right.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. John, this is my son, Ernest.
Hello. Ernest looks away, skulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Dad. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Dad. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Ernest.
Okay, I'm in 8th. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for failing economy. Ouch.
Ernest.
Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. God, I wish I were dead and you were dead and the whole world was dead. Ernest puts his earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. I mean, I'd go fucking kill myself if you were my dad.
Honestly, are any of us cool dads?
I am.
Is it even possible to be a cool dad?
You're wearing a flower crown, damn it. That's not bad. I'm cool as a cucumber.
See right there, you can't say that.
Why not? My kids think I'm cool. My kids are partially brain dead, though, so I don't know about that.
But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
I don't know, bro. Thinking's hard and stuff.
I think we just have to accept the fact as dads we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate. Jesus Christ, to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but at the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed.
You do not have to do that. Amanda's 18. She thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
As much as we all want, I don't think any of us is important to be the cool dads as it's to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Christ, they talk a lot. Our jobs as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. It'd be nice to have both. You have it both ways. Ugh.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Don't let it eat up your time, John. So
Wrong one. You want to try that line again with the proper voice?
Don't let us eat up your time, John. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood.
Okay, Robert and Brian or Joseph and Damien?
Joseph and Damien.
I spot Joseph talking to the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them.
Which one of them?
Shit, I think that's
this.
Joseph. So, I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Yeah, definitely. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. John, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about this aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I've taken the goth lifestyle very seriously, and caught in by rules of such corporations as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over at Amanda, who's hanging out with some older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try and fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings.
Jesus.
Bats are cool, though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? I spent no expense on this. Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in the cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Where the hell did he get that rose? Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. Do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa.
Hey. You want to join in with us?
Yeah.
Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We're talking, and we talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. They must be possessed.
I really want to do that ending.
Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. Don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over the VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Dropped 4 or 5 of mine on their heads off the balcony. They turned out cool, I guess. Mary tips a glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my 4th. Squeezed out 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That'd be great. I'm sure he's fine. God, the worst he could do is play in traffic, and they're never that fast around here anyway. Mary. Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now?
Oh, fuck you, kid.
Lucien, have I introduced you to Jean? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. It's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucien bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger? Sir. Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup.
Oh, fuck this.
Make
kid.
that 2 veggie burgers.
Fuck
Did you know
him,
that some
too.
people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described the carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink.
Oh, nope, definitely fuck this guy.
Oh, come on, he's just a metalhead. My buddy gave me this sick poke tattoo. Stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. Oh, that's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know, I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler a youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Well, if he's an anchor, probably in the Navy. But next time on Funtimes, we'll either talk to Robert and Brian or get us a burger. Or play Burger Time Arcade. Who knows?
Probably Burger Time.
Maybe Burger Time? Either way, we'll see you back here next time, everybody.
Alright,
Laters.